He had 7 points in 6 games and scored the golden goal in overtime.
Welcome to the Devils You Know. As usual, my music sounds louder in my ears than it does on my recording, but that's irrelevant. I'm going to pop up on screen in a minute just to show a few things that I'm going to be giving away. We have some old school stuff, some new stuff. Got a few things. We'll talk about the Devils for like 5 seconds, and then we're gonna go on with a all right. So I realized I was not on screen for that whole time I was just speaking. So all right, so I'm just gonna restart this real quick. All right, let's just do this over. welcome to the Devils You Know. As usual, the music is way too loud in my ear, but it sounds perfect on the audio and the video. So let me get into giveaways. I wasn't expecting to be on screen here, so see in my headphones, guys. I'm telling you, this shit is loud. I'm gonna put on. Actually, I'll put on my Jack Hughes song. All right, so Scott Stevens, Center Ice Magazine, February 3rd, 2006, his jersey retirement. I'm going to give this away. It comes with the special edition print. Now, what I was trying to tell someone before was this 20 is the limited edition out of 20,000, right? It's number 13980. I have 3 of them. I don't know if they're all in number order or whatever. It's irrelevant. People are like, well, there's shit sounds so loud to me in my ear. I'm sorry. So, they're like, well, there's 20,000 of these. You got to think, first of all, how many people got out of the building with this intact? You're already cut off 20, let's say 20%. So let's say now only 80% of the people that got this still have one. It's been in February, it was 20 years since this happened. How many people kept this in mint condition for 20 years? A lot of people who got them were like, young teenagers, stuff like that, that probably just threw them in a drawer and stuff. If they even have them, they're probably all folded and blah, blah, blah. These are perfect for if you get Scott Stevens, you find him somewhere. This is a perfect, a numbered item, numbered print given to only at the Devils game where his number was retired. Get him to sign this would be great. I think it's something that I might do. I have one of these signed by him, the actual program, but I didn't bring the print with me that day. So we got the Scott Stevens autograph, the Scott Stevens limited print, and the Center Ice magazine. And we got a Devils Jack Hughes Jack in the Box, which I have not opened, so I'm not going to show you what it does. You can go look on their X account, but it is what it says. It's a Jack in the Box, and it's basically just his face. There's no body. It's like a black, looks like a phallic kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So there's not much to talk about with the Devils. The one thing that I did bring up on Twitter or X was, who would you rather have right now as your team? Like if you're as a Devils fan, if you could take your top 6, which we're gonna say is Jack Hughes, Jesper Bratt, Timo Meyer, Nico Hischier, Arseny Gritsuk, and Dawson Mercer. That's the top 6, right? Would you rather have them, or would you rather have Mason McTavish, Cutter Gauthier? Now, those are Jack Hughes is the bigger star, but these guys are way more consistent, in my opinion. Then you got the rookies, Gritsuk, and they have Beckett Seneca. Gritsuk is where am I on camera? Gritsuk is here. Seneca is out of the screen. So there's no, whatever. Then you got, like, let's say, I would say Troy Terry and Dawson Mercer are similar in those aspects. I would much rather have Troy Terry. He's much more productive. He's just a better player in general. Cutter Gauthier is the Timo Meyer shot that the Devils thought they were going to get. That wicked shot from the left. I believe it's a right-handed shot. He's my new favorite player. He really is. I love Cutter Gauthier, and I have a cosmic marquee rookie OPG Platinum of his. Actually, I'm gonna get it because I want to show you my custom cards. All right, well, I'm not gonna get it, but I did grab this. I'm also giving this Scott Niedermeyer custom with a puzzle back that I made. So if anyone's interested in that, I'll give that away. So would you rather have, the top 6 from the Ducks or the top 6 from the Devils? And my answer is the Ducks. And I'm, as much as I love Jesper Bratt, I would let all 6 of the Devils' top 6 go, including Jack Hughes, for the younger and I believe more talented and more meshed Ducks team. Love them. I'm missing names for the Ducks. The Ducks are deeper too. They have depth. Just like the Sharks. I could go on and on. Colin Graff is a guy who's not even spoken about. Uh, you know, I have 2 Colin Graff Young Guns cards, and I'm holding on to those guys because I think he's gonna get traded at some point because the Sharks are gonna have they're gonna have to pay a bunch of these guys. They got McComadulin on the back end. They've put together a great team, and I think Colin Graff might be one of those guys that gets pushed out. Not that they want to, but it might be a must. Maybe the Devils could get him. That would be amazing. But I believe he's going to be a big time guy. Anyway, that Cutter card, it's an OPG Platinum Cosmic out of 65 marquee rookie, and it's got him in his Flyers practice uniform, which is very rare. It's the only card with him with Flyers, and he's named as a Flyers player on that card. And then his regular marquee rookie, for OPG, is the Ducks card. So, and it's a Cosmic out of 65. I might get it graded. I might just keep it the way it is. Who knows? But let's get into my custom cards. So these are the cards that are going to be available. The first one available is the Jack Hughes card. Let me do a switch over here.
He had 7 points in 6 games and scored the golden goal in overtime.
All right, so this is the Jack Hughes Pokemon, one of the overtime goal Jack Hughes Pokemon card. Not sure when I'm gonna have this released. I think I'm gonna be doing these by hand, like printing them by hand, like printing both sides of the card and putting them together, cutting them, all that stuff. Rounded corners, everything, like they're different size from hockey cards, so it's a little change up. So yeah, there's a couple of those. We got Don LaGreca on the phone, and there's a couple. This is a 1 of 1, but actually, this picture shows a 1 of 1. Sorry, this picture shows a 1 of 1, but this one actually isn't. This is going to be the base, and there's a few. Do I have it up here? No. There's a few of these. It's one like an outburst, they would call it, like an upper deck. I have one like that, and also I have one that's like a red surge from like a platinum series. Um, he'll be signing those. I also have one which I don't have the graphic up. I haven't made it yet. There will be it's called Double Vision Broadcasters, which obviously it'll be Don and Dano, and I really appreciate those guys. Of course, next week this card will be available signed. It doesn't say 1 of 1 on it, by the way, just so you know. I did make a mistake. I had the cards made, printed them out, did everything, and realized that the logo on the Olympic logo that's in the diamond is actually cut off. I don't know how I overlooked it. It's a little card error though. People like errors. So, that's something that do I not have music playing at all? So yeah, so I guess a little card error isn't bad. Having an autographed Jack Hughes card that looks like this is amazing. To if you want to find Boldy, if you can find him to sign it too. I didn't add his name to it, but I could. I'm making a few. I'm making Clayton Keller. I'm making a whole USA set. That's not only USA from 2026 Olympics. Anyone who played for Team USA are going to be signing. I have a few guys. I don't think I could talk over this. I don't think I can talk over this. Let's go to this soft. This. So yeah, so this Jack Hughes card autographed and chase, which I call it a chase card because it's a card made for an autograph, for a hard autograph with the white, the little white area, and then you bring it to a Devils game or an Islanders or Rangers game because this stuff is being marketed to our local market. You bring the card to wherever he might be. If you think you could find him opening day, a signing, whatever, and have him sign the card. It's made for this is part of the little card set that I'm making. It's one of the little things where chase cards mean something totally different. A chase card is an autograph card that doesn't have an autograph on it. It'll be a player that's active where you can get the card and you could try and see if you can get the player to sign the card. That's the game. I think it's fun. I think it's cheap. I'm not charging $1 million for this stuff. It'll be a pack of cards, be maybe $8 to $10, and there'll be a bunch of cool cards, rare, low print, short print, whatever you want to call it, super short print. Yeah, so let's see. What do we got next? Let's get rid of this one, and we got Jesper Bratt. This is a one of one. There will be only one of these signed by Bratt. And then there's another Jesper Bratt that will be just a regular one. I don't know how many there will be. This will be in a pack. Like I said, it's a one of one. It'll be the only copy of this card. So I'm also making another one for myself, of course, because just Red is my favorite devil. So let's see what we got next. Tim Peel. Why not get some NHL officials? And Tim Peel's such a nice guy. He's so willing to help. We're talking about hopefully him getting Brett Hull, Jeremy Roenick, Kelly Chase, a bunch of the guys that from the St. Louis area, and I have two guys from another one's coming up, and St. Louis area guys involved here. So Tim Peel, once I get these printed up and done, I'm going to send these out to him for him to sign. Some say no goal, some say goal, some say the goal is good, some say hold on, I forgot what it says. On a call, coach's challenge, and one of them says peeler. So they're all going to say something different. So they're all kind of unique in their own way. Like each one is printed a little differently with a different wording on it and stuff like that. So that's how I want to make this card set. I haven't thought of like a name for it yet. I'm just using my logo, my Devil's Joint logo, but with 2 J's, which is JJ, my name. I'm using that for now, but I don't know what to name it yet. This little card set, like, because I'm not using the certain teams, I don't want to call it like Atlantic. There are cards called Pacific. I wanted to call it Atlantic because it's just really revolving around teams from the Atlantic Division, but Devils, Islanders, Rangers only. So maybe I'll call it the NY Metro, the Tri-State. I don't know. If you got any ideas, let me know. Because and here's another reason why also. Because the next card is Thomas Hickey, Overtime Heroes. And Thomas Hickey has 7 overtime goals in his Islanders history. That's one of my favorite photos of him. It looks like he's doing the Mario. I blacked out the back. He's going to be signing a bunch of these, not a bunch, but some. And then I have a different Hickey card that doesn't have an autograph bar on it, but we are going to get it barred. This was his first. I forgot what's the date on here. February 21st, 2013. I think this is his first overtime goal. It was a big win. You got Tavares before he was even the Islanders captain. Can you name who the captain was? So you got a young Tavares there. You got Hickey scoring in overtime. They're wearing the Reebok Edge. Probably the worst jerseys ever made. With this stupid neckline that looks like you could put like quarters in them. These are the white ones, but the dark color ones really ugly, really ugly. So this is my favorite. Now, there's two versions of this. Obviously, it's going to be a double auto. Mike Rupp, Cam Janssen. Talk to Cam. I'm going to send them out just like I'm sending out. He's in St. Louis also. Have him sign. I got to have him sign specifically like it doesn't have to be right all the way on. It could be off the autograph bar, so that's cool. I'm going to have him sign on his side and then Mike Rupp sign on the other side. And then I'm making another one, which I haven't done yet, where the roles are reversed because they fought twice. And one time Janssen, it was at home for the Devils. So Janssen was wearing red and Rupp was wearing white. Was he with the Penguins though at that time? That could be like a special. I'm coming up with ideas. That could be like a special thing where all of a sudden Rupp with the Penguins fighting Janssen comes up, and you get that one or two of those, and it wouldn't be called Battles on the Hudson, it would be called. I don't know what it would be called. I'd have to fix it. I also want to fix the text on this before I print them, so yeah, so let me know what you think of that idea. So, wow, that got loud. And that's only on one. Let me know what you guys think or what players maybe you would want. I'm thinking Jim Dowd, Tom Chorsky. I know I can, I have access to those guys. So a couple I like to do alumni. Like I want to do some things that bring back memories for people. Obviously, Ken Danico player cards. John McClain. A couple of those guys. Some guys. Guys that you could find. Sergey Brylin. I'd love to do a Sarge. I would kill to do a Sarge. So what else I got here? What else I got here? Nothing. All right, so those are the cards basically that I have set up. This is the back of the Jack Hughes card. Oh wait, no, I forgot. I also have
He had 7 points in 6 games and scored the golden goal in overtime. He had 7 points in 6 games and scored the golden goal in overtime. He had 7 points in 6 games and scored the golden goal in overtime. He had 7 points in 6 games and scored the golden goal in overtime.
I am sorry, I don't know why that kept doing that. Let's try one more time.
He had 7 points in 6 games and scored the golden goal in overtime. He had 7 points in 6 games and scored the golden goal in overtime. He had 7 points in.
All right, I see what happened there. All right, so now we have let's change our background. So now we got this Jack Hughes Pokemon card. Totally different one. Tearjerker ability. I love that. What I thought was the Kachuk Brothers card for the Team USA was not that. That's why that video kept playing. So these are the two Jack Hughes World Stage Pokemon cards. And if you're interested in them, let me know. If you're interested in any specific ones, otherwise I'll have packs being made, and I will update everyone on every platform. So yeah, until then, let's end with the Jack Hughes song, and I'll talk to you soon. Let's go Devils. Unfortunately, we won't hit the playoffs this year, but next season maybe things can change. Fire Fits.